So Kanger wanted us to make a reference lap for him at Laguna Seca. He's visiting the track in real life, and luckily we have two tools here to help us get a reference for what the lap might actually look like. We've even duplicated his car pretty closely in each game with an intake manifold, exhaust, some sport tires, front lip and rear wing. I guess the downside is that Kanger only has access to Forza Motorsport, but for real life purposes, I think Gran Turismo 7 has a better and more realistic example of what the lap might actually look like, better braking points, a better feel through the steering wheel as far as what the tires do. I mean, Forza Motorsports tire model, I believe, is quite inappropriate. It's rather vague. It feels like there's a little too much rubber under the car. So for all extensive purposes, Gran Turismo 7 will be a better lap to look at. Let's wash Kanger's car, and let's go for a reference lap. No commentary for the first one. And there you have it. There's a lap of Laguna Seca on GT7. Let's break it down a little more. The first breaking point here is the number 4 sign on the right hand side. This is a double apex turn. Hugging the first apex is not as important as running the car nice and wide to the outside of the rubberized part of the track. You want to get a nice steep angle to start getting on the throttle early for the second apex of this turn. You want to hug the inside of this turn with good angle. The next braking point is going to be the number 2 sign here on the left. This is pretty self-explanatory. I would wait till just after the sausage to get back on the throttle. The next braking point is just after the number 2 sign here on the left. Same thing, wait till after the sausage curve to get back on the throttle. This is our daily driver. Let's not mess anything up. Next braking point is the number 3 sign on our right. So this is late as I would dare brake. I think in real life, this track has been recently modified, so you should have some runoff just outside of this curb here on the right. There's less sand, in other words. Next braking point is the number 2 sign on the right. Watch out for this sausage curb. It is really easy because it's kind of blind to run over it. We don't want to destroy any oil pans today. It is quite tall. You have a steep run up the hill. I'm pretty sure that's just all the run out there is available in real life right there. That's pretty accurate. Next braking point is the number 4 sign here on the right. Hard braking up the hill, but be careful. Don't hold it too hard over that crest right there. Put 2 tires in on the left of this. Apply a little bit of throttle down the hill. Make sure you keep the nose pointed between the 2 trees, preferably closer to that left tree. This corner cambers inward again to the apex towards the AstroTurf, so you want to keep it near this curb. Running too wide will mean that you cannot exit nearly as fast, and if you're going too fast down this hill, you might even slide off into that sand there on the left. This next corner, again, it tilts inwards towards the apex. Let off the throttle gently, a little bit of brake, coast just past the sausage and get on the throttle real easy after the sausage. Last braking point here, number 2 sign on the left. Keep it in fourth. My bad. This is the final braking point. Number 3 sign on the right. Keep it tucked in real close to the sausage curb here. Throttle, really easy outs to the AstroTurf. Now, that's a lap of Laguna Seca on GT7. There is a slight difference on Forza Motorsport, which is what Kanger will be using to practice. The braking points are all slightly later on Forza Motorsport. This is really odd. So, just after the number 4 sign here on Forza Motorsports, the corners happen a little quicker on Forza Motorsport. It's quite odd. Forza Motorsport braking point, about the same there. Number 2 sign on the left, but you can take the turn slightly faster. Something you'll notice, even though Forza Motorsport has just about the same amount of horsepower on Kanger's car here, it goes down the straightaways less quickly. The car shifts through the gears on Gran Turismo 7 slightly faster, but then on Forza Motorsport, it makes back up for it in the turns. It's a little odd. The thing about the Forza Motorsport, it feels fine on a controller, I guess. It's very heavy on the controller, but even more weird is on the wheel. It feels like there's more rubber under the car, which I'm not saying is a good thing. The car seems more vague in the way it drives on Forza Motorsport. I'm just not a fan of it. As I said before, every time you do something on Gran Turismo, I can feel connection to the road. Whereas on Forza Motorsport, I don't know, it feels like there's a little lubrication under the tires. Here's the last braking point on Forza Motorsport. Actually, it's just after the sign, whereas on Gran Turismo, it's right at the sign. And even right there, the rear tire seems to give away quicker on Forza Motorsport, but somehow maintain the speed to get just about exactly the same lap time. So, there you go. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.